Hi guys, Jason here from Trojan Photography, and today I'm going to give you my review on the GGS Monitor cover. So I unboxed this a little while ago now, and I've been using it for about 3-4 months on and off. Different events, as you know, I do a bit of anything sort of action and sport related. Usually I like to shoot, but I've been at dog shows, car events, surfing events and stuff, and I've used this and I want to give you my review on it. So before I get into the review, links below for the unboxing and how to install this. It does get a little bit tricky, there are some fiddly things, so I do highly recommend you look at that. I just sort of show you how to make it easier without having to go through sort of overly complicated instructions. So it comes in this nice box, as I've shown you in the unboxing and that. So just to show you the box again, it is really nice. Anyway, so here it is. It is on my 7D Mark II. As I've said before, it does come for all the Canon and Nikon cameras and some other cameras, so just check out their website or find them on eBay or something and you can see if you can get one for yours. So first impressions of it were, so with mine and a lot of the mid to higher end cameras, you got the little LCD up top. Now they've got a protective cover for that. It's quite a thick bit of plastic sort of thing. My biggest issue with that is that it doesn't sit perfectly on there, as the camera bodies do curve off. So we'll look at the close-up up there. You can see it doesn't sit as nice, and there's just been this little bubble no matter how many times I've tried. And I've talked to a couple of different people who I know who have it, and they've had the same problem, little bubble. Now this is more of a nitpicky sort of thing really. It hasn't affected anything. I can still read the dial perfectly and perfect sunlight straight onto it on an angle. I've had no problems with glare or anything like that, so I've always been able to read that LCD readout. So it does work perfectly, but just for you, if you're a bit nitpicky, you got to understand it's most likely you either have a bubble or it'll sit slightly off. It's never going to sit perfectly. So I just thought I'd address that just so you know. So as far as it goes, it sits just off the camera, as you can see in this up close. And then the eye hood, the eyepiece part cover sits over it, or you can put another accessory over it, whatever. So the plastic on there, it's probably glass or cheap version, glass or high-end plastic. I didn't find I had any problems with glare or anything really with it, no more than I would with a normal LCD screen. The image quality that comes through it is still fine, and I find it perfectly adequate enough for image reviewing and stuff. As you'd know, the best thing to do to review your images is obviously on like a nice big LCD screen or computer screen monitor or something. But for reviewing on the go while you're out in the field and stuff, I had no problem with it and I didn't get any glare off it, which was fine. As far as cleaning went, just clean it like normal, nice microfiber cloth over it, and it cleaned really well and it comes off really simply, just like the actual LCD screen on the camera does. So that's great. The eyepiece up top, now as I've shown you, it does have a piece of glass or plastic there, so you don't have to, when it gets dirty and dusty, so when I'm out surfing or something, you get a bit of salt or a bit of sand in there, or at the drifting or car events or something, you get rubber and stuff with the smoke and all that around you. You don't have to get something and really find a clean inside. It's nice, it's flat as you can see, and all you gotta do is get a microfiber cloth and wipe it down like that, and that's fine. Put the eyepiece back on. That is not a problem. So overall, once you get it installed, which as I said before is a little bit tricky, I found it works really well. Now, one major issue I found with this, because this piece of plastic or glass, whatever you want to think it is, sticks out a bit further. When I was at a car event in the afternoon, very hot summer day out here, and I was very hot and sort of sweating a bit, I found it kept fogging up the eyepiece. And I was like, this has never happened with the camera before, this is really bad. So I had to take it off, clean it up, put it back on, it just fogged up again. Because your cheek usually touches the LCD and stuff, that's not a problem when you're shooting, when you got your eye up against the camera. Because your eye is right up against that eyepiece and you're hot, there's the air gap, it creates condensation, it starts to really fog up really badly. And I haven't found a way around this. If you've got one of these and you started to have this issue and you found a way around it, please put in the comments below, that way I know and other people who watch this video can know about it and stuff. But I found this was a huge issue So for the rest of that afternoon, while the sun was still setting and while the temperature was still up, I had to take it off. I had to shoot just normally. Because the camera's eyepiece is recessed back that piece of glass you look through, it's far enough away you don't transfer the heat, so you don't make the condensation and stuff. So that's my one big gripe about it, that when you're shooting in the heat or something and you got your eye tied up against it, it can form condensation. I'm not saying all situations, that was the only situation. I was shooting at the beach once on a hot day, I didn't have any problem. So maybe that cool breeze or something coming off the ocean was helping it out. But on very hot days, I found it does fog up. So besides that, looking through the viewfinder, the transparency is perfect. I can still see everything clearly. There's no loss of image quality like for my viewing, so I can see everything fine. It doesn't darken up anything, so it works perfectly. And as I said, to clean it off, grab a microfiber cloth, wipe it down a few times, and it's perfect again. So from that standpoint, it's great. So for 13 to 20 bucks or something for this, it is good quality if you do want a screen protector. Some people won't, and some people think it's silly, just like UV filters or something, but I like it. I can clean it off. Yeah, sometimes I'm going to have to remove it. That is annoying, but for the sake of not getting a scratch on there, but more so for cleaning purposes and stuff, it just makes it so much faster for me to clean it. And I think it's great quality for that price and for the minor inconvenience of fogging up, which might be major for you. So you've got to really take it on yourself to go, yeah, I want that, or I can deal with that, or it's not going to be an issue for me, or yeah, that's a deal breaker, which it may definitely will be for some people. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. You can check me out on Facebook and on my website. I'll leave the links in the description below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I try and answer every question I get and comment I get. And if you like these videos and you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. Tons of videos, tutorials, DIYs and stuff coming out. Thanks guys.